Your presence can have an impact even before you say a word. Some people may be fascinated by your energy, while others feel uncomfortable or even distance themselves without any apparent reason. If this has ever happened to you, your aura might be far more powerful than you realize. But why does this happen? Is your vibration too strong for certain people, or does your presence awaken something in them that they don't want to face? The answer could completely change the way you see yourself. Today, you'll discover why your energy is so intense and how to handle it without feeling guilty or overwhelmed. Have you ever noticed that some people seem uneasy around you for no logical reason? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading and engaging with you all. Not everyone understands the effect your presence has. Have you ever walked into a room and felt eyes following you, as if your energy filled the space before you even spoke? This happens because your aura has a real impact on the environment and those around you. Energy isn't just an abstract concept. It's something people feel on a visceral level, either drawing them in or making them uneasy. Some people may feel uplifted and inspired by your presence, while others react with discomfort or even avoid contact. But this doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Quite the opposite. Your presence can be so intense that it pushes others out of their comfort zones. Think of a lighthouse in the dark. It guides some and blinds others depending on their readiness to face their own journey. And it's not just about words or actions. Even without speaking, your energy communicates profound messages. Have you ever noticed how certain spaces feel lighter when you walk in, while in others, hidden tensions suddenly surface? This happens because your energy directly influences the vibrational field around you, revealing things that were previously hidden. The key is to understand that this intensity isn't a problem. It's a reflection of your energetic state. Those who are aligned with your vibration will feel strengthened, while those who aren't ready may resist. Recognizing this can help you stop feeling guilty about the impact you have. After all, your energy isn't something to be diminished, just to accommodate those who haven't yet learned to face their own shadows. Your energy doesn't just take up space, it acts as a mirror. When someone feels uncomfortable around you without any clear reason, they might actually be seeing themselves reflected in your presence. Your vibration can bring up insecurities, unresolved pain, or even truths they're not ready to confront. This can trigger unexpected reactions, from silent withdrawal to hostility that seems to come out of nowhere. This explains why some people feel inspired by you, while others seem to want to run away. It's as if your presence illuminates parts of themselves they had kept hidden. Imagine someone who avoids looking in the mirror because they don't like what they see. That person may feel the same way when they encounter your energy. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. Rather, your vibration forces an involuntary self-examination. How many times have you noticed someone's mood shift when interacting with you? A conversation that seemed fine suddenly turns tense, or the person becomes defensive for no apparent reason. This happens because your presence acts as a trigger for unresolved internal issues. And since not everyone is ready to face their own shadows, their instinctive reaction may be resistance or even aggression. The secret is to understand that how others react to your energy has nothing to do with you and everything to do with what your presence awakens in them. You don't need to dim your light to make others comfortable. On the contrary, the more you understand this phenomenon, the easier it becomes to navigate these situations without carrying the burden of other people's reactions. Have you ever noticed how certain places seem to change completely when you walk in? Sometimes, conversations become livelier, the atmosphere feels lighter, and people start expressing themselves more freely. Other times, an awkward silence emerges, eyes shift away, and the mood grows tense. This happens because your energy doesn't go unnoticed. It influences the vibration of the space, either uplifting or challenging those around you. When your presence brings inspiration, people feel a natural urge to be more authentic. Your energy field can act as a catalyst, sparking ideas, enthusiasm, and courage in those who are ready to receive that influence. Without even realizing it, you become a force of transformation, someone who helps others see new possibilities and shift their perspective on life. On the other hand, not everyone is prepared for this change. For some, your energy may serve as an uncomfortable reminder of what they've been avoiding. Imagine someone who has stayed in their comfort zone for years, resisting growth and ignoring their own truth. When you enter the picture, that stagnation is shaken, and their reaction might be resistance, discomfort, or even rejection. Understanding this dynamic is crucial, so you don't let negative reactions affect you. If your presence has an impact, it means you carry a strong, transformative energy. And transformation is rarely a comfortable process. The key is to remain authentic without absorbing the emotions of others. Your role isn't to convince anyone to change, just to be yourself. Those who are ready will feel the call. Many people with intense energy spend years wondering, why do people react this way to me? This question can lead to frustration, isolation, or even a sense of not belonging. But the truth is, the strength of your aura is not a problem. It's a reflection of your essence, your authentic presence in the world. And the more you understand yourself, the less the reactions of others will negatively affect you. Self-awareness is the key to not carrying burdens that aren't yours. When you understand your own energy, you realize that not every instance of someone pulling away means rejection. And not every display of hostility means you're in the wrong. People react to what you awaken within them, and that says more about them than about you. With this clarity, it becomes much easier to move forward without getting caught up in misunderstandings or guilt. Have you noticed how some people naturally handle your energy well, while others seem uneasy around you? The difference lies in their level of self-awareness. Those who have already gone through an internal journey of growth perceive your presence as something positive. Meanwhile, those who are still trapped by fears and insecurities might see your energy as a threat. Embracing your intensity is an act of power. Instead of trying to change yourself to fit in or avoid standing out, the best approach is to strengthen your own balance. This way, your energy remains strong, but you learn to filter what you absorb from your surroundings. The moment you fully embrace who you are, without fearing how others will react, your presence stops feeling like a burden and becomes a true gift. Having strong energy is a blessing, but it also requires responsibility. Without proper care, exhaustion can become inevitable. If you've ever felt extreme fatigue after interacting with certain people or being in places that seem to drain your vitality, that's a clear sign you need to protect your energy. After all, your aura is like a battery. The more you give without recharging, the faster you'll run out. Solitude is essential for balancing this energetic exchange. Spending time alone isn't isolation. It's a way to reconnect with yourself and clear external influences. Moments of silence, reading, being in nature, or simply enjoying your own space help restore your energy and keep your vibration high. The more you know yourself, the harder it will be for the outside world to throw you off balance. Another powerful tool is meditation. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just a few minutes of deep breathing and focusing on the present can make a huge difference. This naturally creates a barrier against dense energies and keeps your aura in harmony. Additionally, practices like energy cleansing baths, crystals, and even mantras can help strengthen your vibrational protection. And, of course, setting boundaries is crucial. Just because your energy is intense doesn't mean you have to be available to everyone all the time. Learning to say no without guilt, avoiding people who constantly drain you, and choosing your environments more consciously are actions that make all the difference. Taking care of your energy isn't selfish. It's necessary so you can continue shining without burning out in the process. Not everyone is ready to handle a strong presence. Some people simply don't know how to react, and this lack of preparedness often shows up as discomfort, resistance, or even distance. It's easy to feel hurt or frustrated in these situations, but understanding that it's not personal can completely shift your perspective. Empathy plays a powerful role in this process. When you understand that everyone has their own pace of evolution, it becomes easier not to take others' reactions personally. Instead of asking yourself, "Why is this person treating me this way?" try to look deeper. What might my energy be triggering in them? Often it's insecurity, fear, or even disguised admiration. This doesn't mean you should diminish yourself or tolerate any kind of behavior, but rather that you can choose how to respond. When someone resists your presence, you have two options: become frustrated and withdraw, or approach the situation with understanding and ease. Sometimes a simple smile or a look of compassion can dissolve tension and shift the dynamic of the interaction. Cultivating compassion also helps you avoid unnecessary emotional exhaustion. Not everyone will immediately understand your energy, and that's okay. The most important thing is to keep your vibration balanced without wearing yourself out, trying to prove something to others. In the end, the best way to teach is simply to be, and those who are ready will naturally feel your influence. If your presence impacts the environment and the people around you, it's not by chance. Your energy carries a greater purpose, even if you're not fully aware of it yet. People with a strong aura often serve as catalysts for transformation, inspiring others to evolve, or for those who resist change, pushing them to retreat. This duality is part of your mission. Transformation is not an easy process, which is why your light may unsettle others. Many prefer to remain in their comfort zones, avoiding truths that would require them to change. When you enter with your intense energy, you inevitably bring dormant issues to the surface. Not everyone reacts well to this, and some may even try to minimize your presence to avoid their own internal deconstruction. But that doesn't mean you should hide. Great transformational figures in history faced similar challenges. Think of people like Gandhi, Mother Teresa, or even visionary scientists and artists. All of them encountered resistance because their light was too intense to be ignored. This is part of the journey for those who are meant to make an impact. The key to navigating this is acceptance. Not everyone is ready, and that's perfectly fine. Your mission is not to convince, force, or change anyone. It's simply to be a beacon for those who wish to see. And believe this, no matter how many people resist, there will always be those who are prepared to receive your energy and transform their lives because of it. Having a strong energy doesn't mean you need to impose yourself all the time. The real balance lies in learning to use your presence wisely without diminishing who you are, but also without overwhelming others. After all, your role is not to force change, but to allow your vibration to inspire those who are ready. Finding this harmony is what makes your energy truly powerful. This doesn't mean you should change yourself to please others, but rather that you can adjust how you express your intensity. Some situations call for unwavering presence, while others require a softer approach. A wise leader doesn't need to shout to be heard. Their posture alone commands attention. Similarly, your aura speaks for you before you even say a word, and learning to regulate that influence is essential for balanced interactions. One way to do this is by observing the environment before taking action. How are the people around you reacting to your presence? Is the space open to your energy, or is there resistance? Developing this awareness helps you direct your energy more strategically. In some moments, you need to shine fully. In others, a gentle touch can be more effective. The secret is not to fight against your essence, but to channel it consciously. The more you understand your own energy, the more effortless this balance becomes. Your presence shifts from something intimidating or overwhelming to a true catalyst for growth. In the end, True strength isn't about being the most intense. It's about knowing exactly when and how to express that intensity. Many people with intense energy spend their lives trying to understand why they feel different. Maybe, from a young age, you noticed that your presence had an impact without knowing exactly why. But instead of seeing this as a burden, it's essential to recognize your aura as a true gift. Connection to something greater is no accident. It's a call to embody your authenticity and inspire change around you. When you accept this power instead of trying to suppress it, everything shifts. Situations begin to align, connections become more genuine, and your path becomes clearer. Your intense energy is not a flaw that needs to be fixed, but a tool that, when used with awareness, can transform both your life and the lives of those you encounter. The more you allow yourself to shine, the more opportunities arise for you to fulfill your purpose. But this gift comes with a responsibility, learning to channel this power in the right way. If you don't direct your energy consciously, it can lead to exhaustion, conflict, and even isolation. The key is to find practices that help balance your vibration, such as meditation, self-awareness, and intentionally choosing the environments and people with whom you share your presence. Accepting your aura as a gift doesn't mean everyone will understand it, and that's okay. What truly matters is that you do. When you embrace your energy, it stops being something that pushes people away and instead becomes something that attracts the right ones. Your vibration becomes a beacon for those who also seek to connect with their own truth. And the moment you recognize this power, your life will never be the same. The world already has too many dimmed lights, people who hide who they are, who shrink themselves to fit in, who avoid shining out of fear of making others uncomfortable. But you're not here to be one of them. Your intense energy is not a mistake. It's exactly what makes you capable of transforming your surroundings and inspiring others to do the same. The world needs people who are unafraid to be authentic, because they are the ones who bring about real change. When you accept your own light without guilt or hesitation, something magical happens. The right people begin to gravitate toward you, opportunities arise, and your presence becomes a true catalyst for growth. Those who are ready to evolve will see you as an example, not because you try to teach or convince them, but simply because you live your truth with courage. That doesn't mean the path will always be easy. Being a transformative force inevitably means facing challenges. But each obstacle that arises is an opportunity to strengthen your essence and refine your mission. The more aligned you become with your true vibration, the clearer your purpose becomes, and the easier it is to recognize who is truly meant to walk beside you. So don't hide. Your presence makes a difference, even if not everyone recognizes it right away. By keeping your energy balanced, you become a positive force in the world, a living example that it's possible to be authentic, intense, and at peace with yourself. In the end, your light isn't just for you, but for all those who deep down are waiting for a sign that they too can shine. Now that you understand the power of your aura, it's time to use this energy to your advantage. Instead of worrying about those who pull away or react negatively, focus on strengthening your vibration and attracting the right people. Remember, your presence is not a problem, it's a gift. And the more you embrace your authenticity, the more positive impact you create around you. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt that your energy affected the environment? Have you noticed curious looks or people withdrawing for no reason? Share your experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And of course, if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next content. If you want to keep evolving and understanding more about your energy, this is just the beginning.